So, what's the policy here in the United States towards social pogroms and genocide? You may think this is a new trend, but it dates back before colonialism. Among the natives, the Round Tops, those that stole the Continental Army and Redcoats' papers on the Mohawk General Washington's orders after the Revolution, and of course, throughout Latin America, the Caribbean, and of course, our recent emigres since the 1700s breeding in. Lutherans, people who simplify codes of behavior to work in a large group. Targeted. Mobsters, Native Americans who win a right of combat, such as a courtroom or a police arrest, through a dishonest frame. National Socialists, those who treat sexuality as the opposite, homosexuality, to steal women with a larceny and gay act. Finally, Muslims, those who wish anal sex with the same sex, as if it discounts them from military service. We always have these concepts in human society, and each one is an emulation of an animal. A strongly prohibited practice in American, Latin American, Central American, and Antilles culture. Muslims seek to be canines. They seek to steal your bed, then defecate on a woman, your woman. Nazis seek to be parakeets or screaming birds. They come from all directions despite being in one fixed location. They want you to pay attention to them so they can rush you and steal. Mobsters are cats. They think like humans, but in groups they molest each other, homosexual pedophiles. Lutherans are insects and arachnids, specifically the hobo recluse spider. A gesture to show where they are coming from, as in the location, and then a return to strike you. Finally, natives, the mobsters, mimic what do they mimic? They mimic lizards. A lizard. They will actually have a feeding pattern as an iguana or other animal, the mobsters, where they will receive food from you but not be active unless released from their housing, their home, their apartment, their house, and then returning after they've defecated in a corner, their future sign of return. So you can see in Native and Latin American and Carib culture, and those all who have merged under our laws, save Canada, a British bulwark, the home of all these criminal movements and in America, and their passage point, acting like an animal is strictly prohibited. Once again, let's go down the list. Lutherans, the spider. Mobsters, the house lizard. National Socialists, the feline pet. Muslims, the dog. Hence the social pogrom occurs. Hitler sought to kill anybody who might fulfill a social pogrom, tortured along with millions of Lutherans and Catholics by Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, and other programs, converting them to a National Socialist standard, and then blaming fellow victims who had evaded. It was a mass conversion from the Catholic faith to the bigoted faith of the Christian Jew, the Lutheran. Once again, a banned behavior in America. If you're watching from Canada, I entreat you to leave. Your presumptions of our law holding rigid only applies to those who don't mimic an animal. No Lutherans, no mobsters, no National Socialists, no Muslims. Each one is considered a homoerotic form of faith since it involves a heterosexual pairing after striking somebody into the allegation of homosexuality. That means you want to touch other people as a limit of boundary or force.